ball pops loose, and Maple Grove's going to have it.
Right out in front, they score!
Welcome to Sports Jam for the week of February 9th. I'm John Jacobson.
I'm Jay Wilcox. Today on the show, section play in girls hockey plus Nordic ski section highlights.
And in our Sports Jam Spotlight, meet three seniors who've helped make this a season to remember for the Champlin Park boys basketball team. We'll get started with section competition in alpine skiing. Most of our teams are grouped into Section 5, and skiers are trying to qualify for this Wednesday state meet. Wayzata and Hopkins, two of the local schools competing. Madison Lee of Heritage Christian Academy of Maple Grove is one of the local state qualifiers. Her two-run time was 1 minute, 4.85 seconds. Jens Melby of the Hopkins boys is also headed to state, finishing 7th overall with a time of 1:03.27. The Royals boys finished 5th. Maple Grove's Jack Barr also grabbed a state meet spot. His second run here was completed in 31.6 seconds. West Lutheran's Samuel Nelson skis the 5th best time in the second run, coming down the hill in 31.03 seconds. He also is headed to state. Rosie Hust never sleeps during her second run. The Orono sophomore wins the girls' meet with a total time of 1:02.17, 4th fastest time overall for both girls and boys. Madison Coolidge of Wayzata makes it to state. She's the lone Trojans qualifier. Her total time 1:10.36. Rex and Lewis Winder helps the Mustangs boys finish 2nd and make state as a team. They are the only local team to qualify. And his teammate Peter Kiesel is the overall winner, skiing for the title in 59.74 seconds over his two races. Also, Sarah Hoffman of Hopkins qualified for state. We'll have Nordic ski coverage later in the show.
Now to girls hockey, where section champs will be crowned by the end of the week. In Section 5AA, Champlin Park meeting Irondale in the quarterfinals. Down 1-0, Champlin Park's Kaylee Martinson is stopped on the backhander, but Abby Dokken is there to knock the rebound home, and it's 1-1 after a period. Ahead to the third and a power play for the Rebels. Martinson across to Kaylee Wood. Her shot goes off a stick and in. Champlin Park's in front 2-1. Irondale, though, ties it up, and we go to overtime where the same duo strikes. Martinson across to Wood, and her shot is inside the pipe for the game winner. Champlin Park advances to Tuesday's semifinals against Centennial. In Section 6AA, the puck dropped for 3 quarterfinal games on Saturday. Number 3 seed Wayzata taking on Armstrong Cooper. Down 2-0, Armstrong Cooper strikes as Jessica Halverson redirects the shot from the point. The power play goal pulls the Wings within 2-1. Wayzata responds as Sophia Shaver carries it up the left wing and follows her own shot to score on the rebound. The Trojans lead 3-1 after 2. They get the only 2 of the third. It's off a defender, and then Allie Wiedela gets the second deflection here for the goal as the Trojans win it 5-1. Also in the quarterfinals, 4th seed Hopkins edges Benilde St. Margaret's 2-1. Number 2 seed Maple Grove has no trouble with North Metro in an 8-1 win. In the semifinals Wednesday, Hopkins takes on top seed Minnetonka at 5:30, followed by Wayzata against Maple Grove at 7:30. The winners play Friday in the championship, all at Parade Ice Garden.
We're entering the home stretch of the high school boys hockey season. Armstrong Cooper hosted Anoka in a Northwest Suburban Conference game. First period, Alex Seeger's centering pass is tipped in by Taylor O'Neill for a 1-0 Anoka lead. Still in the first, the Wings can't corral the puck. Seeger with a shot for a goal there and a 3-0 Tornadoes lead. Armstrong Cooper gets on the board in the second. Corey Gilbert's shot off the Anoka goalie and rolls along the crossbar before dropping in to make it 3-1. But Anoka gets 2 power play goals in the period. The give and go here, Blake Newman scores, and Anoka goes on to win 7-1. It's been 2 months since the Hopkins girls basketball team lost a game. The Royals were shooting for their 15th straight win last Friday when they met Maple Grove in a non-conference game. Mackenzie Barta comes off a screen and delivers a nice bounce pass to Allie Schmidt for the layup. Crimson trail 4-2. But it's pretty much all Hopkins from there. Check out this sequence. Dee Dee Winston knocks down a 3-pointer as we're getting the hero shot. The Royals will get a steal. And then Winston is open, pops another 3 from the other side. 6 points in about 6 seconds for Hopkins. They're up 19-2. The Royals always create points off defense. Ryan Livingston, the steal for Hopkins. She'll set up Nia Holly for the layup. And the Royals are up by 24. Holly is one of the state's best. She knocks down a 12-footer here to help Hopkins to a 50-18 halftime lead. Early in the second half, the Crimson string together an 8-0 run. Barta knocks down a 3, but Hopkins wins big this night. T.T. Starks with an offensive rebound and putback. The Royals win 74-43. Hopkins is now 20-1.
In the MCAA, Maranatha's girls don't get tested all that often. They had quite a challenge, though, from another local team as they hosted Heritage Christian. First half, and Heritage's defense puts pressure on the Mustangs. Kaylee Scott picks off the pass and goes in for the layup. Heritage leads by as much as 11 in the first half. Maranatha comes back, though. Sammy Payne is left wide open for a 3, but at halftime, Heritage still leads at 32-31. In the second, look at the great hustle by the Eagles. Jordan Allen saving the ball to Scott for the lay-in. That pushes Heritage's lead back to 10 with just over 7 minutes left. But Maranatha comes charging back again. They take the lead for the first time since early in the first half when Lexi Lee gets the offensive rebound and putback. The Mustangs lead by 1. Up 3 with 8 seconds left. They have a chance to ice it, but Jacqueline Jarnott misses 2 free throws. Scott rushes the ball back up court. And watch this, her desperation 3 banks in as the buzzer sounds, and we are headed to overtime. But in OT, it's all Mustangs. After the rebound, Lee finds Jarnott, who will can a 3, putting Maranatha up by 8. They outscore Heritage 16-1 in overtime on their way to a hard-fought 88-73 win. Maranatha now 18-1, John, as they take aim at another run to the state tournament.
Pretty good squad there, and a great effort by a much improved Heritage team, too. Still to come on Sports Jam, highlights from boys basketball, plus plenty of Section Nordic skiing next.
Welcome back to Sports Jam.
The first state competition for the winter sports season is this week with the Alpine and Nordic ski meets at Giants Ridge in Bewabic. Nordic highlights starting with Section 6. The girls up first, and Amanda Kautzer of Benilde St. Margaret's is the winner with a 2-race time of 34:26. She's followed by Armstrong Jr. Hannah Rudd, 8 seconds back. Hopkins Claire Benton is third, and right on her heels is teammate Renee Anderson. Both qualify for state. A trio of Armstrong Falcons come to the finish line here. May Barnes taking 9th, Kelsey Sather 10th, and Leah Rudd 11th. Dottie Anderson had finished 8th. Armstrong wins the girls' team title. In the boys' race, Sean Cork is first for St. Louis Park with a time of 30 minutes, 32 seconds. Armstrong senior Tom Norman is the runner-up, qualifying for state for a 3rd straight season. Here are the team scores. Armstrong and Hopkins finished 1-2, and all of their girls qualify for state. Southwest is 3rd, followed by Benilde St. Margaret's. Breck is 6th with Cooper 10th. Individual champion Kautzer of Benilde and Breck's Ingrid Thayer also qualify for state. On the boys' side, it's St. Louis Park and Minneapolis Southwest advancing on to state as teams. Armstrong finishes 3rd with Hopkins 4th. Benilde is 6th, Breck 8th, and Cooper 10th. Along with Tom Norman of Armstrong, Lewis White of Breck, Dylan Clearing of Hopkins, and Benilde's Matt Paul all make state.
In Section 2, Wayzata took aim at titles in the girls and boys meet. The girls up first, and Anna French of Wayzata heads out first after a blazing first race of the day. And French, who's won 4 section titles in cross-country running, wins her first in Nordic skiing with a combined time of 33:07. Her teammate, Michaela Keller-Miller, is second. She comes in 26 seconds back. It's a good day for the Trojans. After an Eden Prairie racer, Christine Keller-Miller takes 4th as Wayzata wins the team title. Maple Grove's Hannah Fink is headed to state. She's 6th overall and first among non-team qualifiers in this one. Then it's the boys' turn up next, and Anders Sonneson of Wayzata goes out first in this pursuit format. Sonneson races to the championship in a time of 30 minutes even for the team champs from Wayzata. Andrew Mian finishes 3rd for Wayzata. And even without one of their top skiers, Nicole Schneider, who was competing in Europe, Wayzata wins the girls' title. Runner-up Eden Prairie also goes to state. Maple Grove is 6th, Rogers 9th, and Heritage Providence is 12th. Wayzata's boys edge Eden Prairie by 1 point. Both teams advance to state. Minnetonka is 3rd, Rogers is 8th, Maple Grove 9th, and Heritage Providence 13th.
In Section 5, Xavier Mansfield of Minneapolis Patrick Henry starts first in the pursuit format based on his time in the first race. And Mansfield glides to a victory by more than a minute to take the section title. Andover's Ian Mead is second. Coming hard on the outside in green, Nathaniel Johnson of Park Center is third. Champlin Park's Ian Evans also qualifies for state. Yes! Evans finishing ninth. On the girls' side, Osseo Sarah Bezdacek is the first racer out at Worth Park. And Bezdacek skis to his section title, winning both races and has a combined time of 35 minutes, 39 seconds. Diana Globova of Champlin Park also advances to state, placing 8th. Advancing for the boys' teams, Andover and Irondale. Osseo and Champlin Park are in the 3-4 slots. Park Center is 9th. Johnson and Evans are headed to state as individuals. Roseville and Irondale are the girls' team advancing to state. Champlin Park is 4th and Osseo 5th. Park Center 11th. Section champion Bezdacek of Osseo and Globova of Champlin Park advanced to state. We'll hear from the Wayzata girls later in the show.
Now to boys basketball, where a Wayzata team without any seniors continues to play well. Edina hosting the Trojans in late conference play. Jack Sawada takes the handoff and drives in for the leaner in an early 7-4 Trojans lead. They rotated around to Gavin Baumgartner, and he's fouled as he gets the long jumper to fall. The Trojans lead it by 3. But it's Edina then grabbing the lead. Walt McGrory to Max Lynch in transition for the layup, and the Hornets lead by 3 at halftime. Second half, and McGrory steals the pass and takes it all the way for the layup. The Hornets go up by 6. But Wayzata rallies. Austin Slater whips it cross court to Sawada for 3 of his 21. And the Trojans take a 49-48 lead. They really work the ball well. It comes around to Baumgartner, and he drills a 3 for a 58-52 lead. He scores 15 in the game. Wayzata takes a 78-66 win. In the Northwest Suburban, Osseo hosts Spring Lake Park. Alan Anderson sends it to Stephen Fisher in the corner for a 3. Osseo grabs a quick 8-0 lead. And Anderson jabs the ball away on the press here, and he sets up Elliott Kane for the layup. The Orioles go up 15-7. After the Panthers tighten it up, Osseo closes the half strong as Fisher hits a late 3 to put Osseo up 38-22 here at halftime. Second half, and Kane will fake the pass and sinks a 3 of his own. He scores 17 for the night. Anderson involved again with a sweet dish to Cameron Betty for 2 of his 17, and the Orioles start to pull away. They win at 93-63 for their 8th win in 10 games.
In boys swimming and diving, the top teams in each division of the Northwest Suburban Conference met up. Armstrong hosting Elk River. 200-yard medley relay, Christopher Thorndall anchors the race as the Elks win in 1 minute 43.21 seconds. 200-yard freestyle, Armstrong's Ryan Wolfschlager wins, beating teammate Joshua DeRuyter by 1/100th of a second. 200-yard IM, the Falcons' Jack Welsh outtouches Elk River's Nick Kopp by 0.6 of a second to win in 2 minutes 4.97 seconds. 50-yard freestyle, Elks' Spencer Alavacek outswims the field, winning in 22.51 seconds. Armstrong's Connor Smith finishes second. 100-yard butterfly, Welsh wins over Elk River's Kopp again. But Elk River wins the meet by a final score of 112-71. Section meets come up in 2 weeks.
Well, they come up short there, but a good season, though, so far for Armstrong.
Not bad under first-year head coach Justin Zook. Next up in our Sports Jam Spotlight, we'll meet 3 seniors who are leading the way in a fantastic season for the Champlin Park boys basketball team. The Champlin Park boys basketball team enters play this week with a 22-0 record and the #1 ranking in Class 4A. In this week's Sports Jam Spotlight, we meet a trio of Rebels leaders who are shooting for the top in their senior year. They are averaging more than 86 points a game, giving up fewer than 55. Champlin Park is winning its share of blowouts this season, on their way to being the lone remaining unbeaten team in Class 4A. And unselfish play is what the Rebels pride themselves in.
That's the idea. That's what we're trying to instill here in the boys, is to understand that sure they could score 30 points a night, but you might not have the team success and the long-term success that you would if you spread the ball out. And I think that makes us a dangerous team because anyone can step up.
The 2015 Rebels feature 6 seniors on the roster, 3 of them starters. Veteran, experienced leaders nicknamed the Triplets: JT Gibson, Marty Hill, and Jeremy Johnson. Guys who grew up in the community playing together.
JT and Marty, they're definitely 2 of my best friends. We've grown up together. I consider them my brothers. And even the other seniors, Nick Hayes, Jonathan Johnson, Patrice Mosumo, we've all played basketball together since middle school, since we were little kids. So, it's been great watching them grow. They love watching me grow. It's just been a blast, and I can't wait to see what happens from here on out.
Our friendship off the court definitely helped us on the court. It's big, so we communicate well, and we just kind of know where each other will be on the floor. So
The Rebels combine tough defense, the ability to get out and run, and great shooting to wear opponents down. Each member of the Triplets brings his own special set of skills.
JT, he's real aggressive on both ends. He's worked on his game, and every single year since freshman year on varsity, he's improved on both ends. He's a great defender for us, and offensively, he can bring it up or come off screens.
Now Gibson going around Pickford, layup is good.
Marty Hill, long, athletic, again, great defender. Can really get up the floor. Loves to hit threes in transition. Is more than capable of scoring off the dribble.
Hill throws it down, a huge basket for Marty Hill.
Jeremy, outstanding athlete again, great leaper, rebounds well for us also. Can attack the hoop or shoot that three. All 3 of the guys are shooting 40% or higher from threes. So.
Wide open Jeremy Johnson for 3 and he hit.
While they don't call it the dog days of February, teams, especially those winning by such large margins, can lose focus. Rebels say their intense practices don't foster that kind of atmosphere.
Every day in practice, we act like it's our last practice, or any game we act like it's our last game, like it's a state championship. Because that's what we want to be. We want to be state championship shit. So we treat every game like it's our last game and practice like it's our last day.
We get really serious at practice. Guys are heated after competition drills and stuff like that, so we just try to get after each other pretty good.
Even with nearly a dozen 40-plus point wins, the Rebels have also won close games this season against tough teams, beating then #1 Apple Valley in December, and rallying from double digits down in January against both Armstrong and Maple Grove.
Some games we'll be up by 60, right? So, it's good to be in those type of games when we're down, and we need to know how to learn to play in any type of situation. Down 10, down 20, up 50. We need to be able to play our same game of basketball and make sure we come out with the win no matter what.
Champlin Park is 47-3 over the last 2 seasons, but it's one of those and 3 that sticks out. The 72-67 loss to Osseo in last year's Section 5 final, beating the top-seeded Rebels at home for the state tournament. That defeat is motivation for the team to this day.
It happened. It's not something to be ignored. I think it kind of burns in our gut. It fires us up.
But that was a tough loss last year. We had big goals last year. Came up short against Osseo last year in section final. So we talk about it not frequently, but it's always in our minds.
It's definitely something that lingers in the back of my mind, and it definitely keeps me hungry. So, and the whole team hungry.
Big part in basketball is putting things behind you. The bad memories need to go behind you, but that's one that we need to keep in our mind, actually, to make sure we know what that feeling is like. We don't want that feeling ever again.
The Rebels close out the regular season at Blaine on February 20th. The Section 5 4A tournament tips off on February 26th. Sports Jam returns in a moment as Jay talks Nordic skiing with the state meet-bound Wayzata Trojans girls.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. The Wayzata girls Nordic ski team headed back to state to defend their title. We're joined by 4 of their girls here after winning the Section 2 championship. And Madeline, we'll start with you. What did you feel about the way the team performed out here at this section meet?
I think we all had really good races today, and I'm really proud of the team.
Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about you guys being able to repeat. You've been ranked #1 and everything, but does it make you feel pressure out at the section meet or not really?
I don't think we felt that much pressure because we just believe in ourselves and know that we can have great races.
Definitely a new thing this year with 2 teams advancing rather than 1. Did that kind of make it easier in a way, knowing that, okay, there's a little more margin for error because of that?
Yeah, I think that took a lot of pressure off.
As for state, a lot of you girls I know have skied up there before. You know, what's it going to take to come out on top again?
We just all have to be on our game that day and all have great races.
All right, congratulations and good luck at state.
Thank you.
And Michaela, you guys obviously have performed well all season. Talk a little bit about how you think the team did at this section meet.
I think we all did really well. Definitely missing one of our top skiers, Nicole Schneider. She's over in Sweden. So everyone had pretty good races today, and that showed in the results. So.
Yeah, how tough was it without Nicole? I mean, you guys obviously still performed pretty well, but did that put any doubt in your minds coming into it because of that at all?
We knew we still had a really good shot, so we didn't worry about it too much.
All right, congratulations on winning the section, and good luck in state.
Thank you.
All right, and obviously things have continued well. JC, you're able to step in and have people move up and fill Nicole's spot a little bit here. You know, how proud are you of the team right now?
I'm so proud. Everybody just totally stepped up today, and it was awesome to see everyone perform so well.
This season, we just haven't had a whole lot of snow to work with. How has that affected training and racing for your team and the others around the area?
It's been really hard. We haven't been able to ski at some of our favorite places like Baker. We've pretty much had to ski at 3 different places, and occasionally we've been able to ski at the school when we've had a couple of inches of snow, but it's been really hard to be able to get in like a decent amount of training on only a couple K loops at the certain places. So.
All right, congratulations on the win here and have fun in the state meet.
Thank you.
All right, and Christine, how is it to race with your sister and be big parts of this team like this?
I really like it. Like we're really close, and we all of us train together, and it's really fun to be able to like race with each other and compete and do well together.
How about for you? Did it put any doubt in your mind at all that you guys could prevail with Nicole being gone?
I still thought we could do really well without her. We have a really strong, so Anna, Michaela, and I are part of the top 4 with Nicole, and I knew that we could help push our team through.
Giants Ridge has been pretty good to you guys in the past. Do you like that course? Is it one that you feel suits your team well too?
Yeah, definitely. It's really hilly. I love both courses. It's really fun, so I'm excited.
All right, congratulations. Thanks for joining us and have fun at state.
Thank you.
All right, Christine Keller-Miller as a Wayzata prevailing in the Section 2 meet. Again, they'll be back to defend their girls' title. Armstrong, another real strong team that'll have a good shot to be up there near the top as well. We'll be back to wrap up Sports Jam right after this. First, our plays of the week. To attack and gets it to go.
Check out Channel 12's new mobile app, now available for Apple, Android, and Windows devices. Go to 12.tv for more information.
Our game of the week is the Section 6AA Girls Hockey Championship game. The semifinal winners meet for the title Friday night at 7:30 at Parade Ice Garden. Watch the game on Channel 12, Saturday night at 7 and 10 o'clock, or Sunday afternoon at 4. And that will do it for this week's show.
And we're off for President's Day next Monday, so Sports Jam will air beginning Tuesday, February 17th at 3:30. We'll see you then.